Uh-oh, Candace Parker. You've upset the Reese's Pieces and they're not happy about it. They're going to be coming after you any second. Oh, they're already coming after you. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Candace Parker asked to put certain players in a tier list. You have the S tier, you have the A tier, you have the B tier, and you have the C tier. And where Candace Parker put Angel Reese on this list and her explanation about it, it has upset a large number of the Reese's Pieces.
What goes down when Angel Reese's fans go wild? Suddenly, Candace Parker gets roasted just for existing. Meanwhile, Kennedy Carter switches gears, half hooper, half troll. Welcome to pure chaos in Chicago. The Sky are stumbling, the fans are heated, and Carter's out here cracking jokes like it's amateur night at WNBA Live. Strap in. This isn't just hoops drama, it's reality TV with jump shots. Let's break it all down before the next unhinged tweet drops.
You had comments on Angel Reese and it went viral. People were saying, oh, you're an Angel Reese hater.
They asked me my opinion on player tiers, and my thing is then if you bring something to the argument, bring something else. Can she get to player A or player S or whatever? Yes, she can. Yes. Right now, I don't know if she's alongside those players in B's, and you're measuring her against players that have been in the league for years.
Right.
And so I think that, you know, I've faced it on the men's side when people attack you for what you look like or who you are. That's usually not coming with a solid argument.
Candace Parker spoke the truth, and that was all it took for Angel Reese's fanbase to erupt, like a spark hitting a gas tank. The second Parker voiced her thoughts, the Reese hive went full DEFCON 1, reacting as if someone came for their firstborn and cancelled brunch at the same time. But here's the twist, Parker wasn't off base. Her only crime was daring to say out loud what everyone else was whispering.
Wale, we always know she's a matchup nightmare.
Oh.
Paige Beckers, I can't put her above.
Oh, we put Arike in the B tier? Come on. Arike is like a D tier player. Arike is a shot chucker. She can barely shoot 35% from the field most games. But go on, Candace, but go on.
Sabrina's and the KPs and the Caitlin Clark.
Paige B tier.
But I can put her at that B level.
Okay.
The more Arike and her play together,
right.
the better they're going to make one another. Cameron Brink, I think, is, you know, the unknown. So I put Cameron Brink on the C level, I think, just in terms.
And that quiet part. It's that Angel Reese isn't exactly the reincarnation of Lisa Leslie, no matter how many times ESPN tries to slap a crown on her head in the graphics department. This isn't hate, it's math, it's on tape, it's reality. And honestly, it's getting harder to keep up the illusion when she's out here clanking free throws like the rim filed a restraining order.
So fix it, Candace, fix it. I'm calling on you because I got confidence. You're one of my favorite players of all time. And I talk about you in all of the different conversations if you go and look at the network yourself. So I just hope that you, Candace Parker, fix what you said, what you did. You know what you did when you did how you did it. Fix it, Candace, because Angel Reese is top tier.
But the moment you say it out loud, suddenly you're accused of tearing down black women or being jealous. Jealous of what? Exactly? A double-double machine that runs on training wheels, playbook adjustments, and teammates so committed to boosting her shine they might as well be rocking Angel Reese fan gear under their own uniforms.
I just think that it's like comparing apples and oranges. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
at least
they don't play the same position.
They like doing the like Magic and the Bird comparison. Well, they played similar positions. Like Bird, he played the guard position. Like they at least kind of match up. This, like, what are we doing? I'm not falling into that. I'm not into the comparison. I think that there are a number of things that Angel can improve on, will improve on in the situation she's in. And I think Caitlin Clark has done that even in her first year in terms of, you know, being able to be that floor general. Her and Aaliyah Boston's connection has really improved. And I think the thing about Caitlin, yes, she can shoot from the logo, but she makes her team.
Let's deal in facts, not feelings. Without the hand-holding in her rookie year, rotations tailored to her, minutes spoon-fed like baby food, Reese's numbers would have been crying for mercy. People act like she's thriving on raw talent, when in reality her whole storyline is performance art curated by Instagram edits and post-game glam. It's giving influencer energy, not impact, and the facade is starting to crack. And here's the real sting. Candace Parker wasn't just critiquing Reese, she was holding up a mirror to the fanbase hypnotized into believing mean mugs and TikToks count as post moves. Reese has become more brand than baller, and when the merch outshines the makes, that's a problem. Now, let's drag the Caitlin Clark-sized elephant into the room. Parker's Reese critique? Half right. Her Clark take? Laughably wrong. Clark isn't just cooking, she's setting the entire league on fire. Those elite defenders Parker said would humble her? They are out here chasing ghosts and choking on jump shot smoke. Clark doesn't just beat defenses, she embarrasses them in 4K. Why do you think teams pick her up full court like she's a national security threat? Because if she gets even 3 inches of daylight, the ball is in the net and your confidence is headed straight to therapy. Opponents aren't defending her, they are trying to survive her. And yes, Angel Reese is one of those casualties, getting baptized by CC22, then retreating to the bench looking like she just read her own stat line.
Comes from is that Candace Parker made a tier list and put of all the top players in the WNBA, where by the way, every single player or like all the players on this list were good. So there's no bad players. It's like if you had a tier list where you only had the top 10 players of the world, you would have a top 10 player of the world in D tier. Like it is what it is. And basically, first of all, the Angel Reese fans attacked her because she basically said what is correct. Angel Reese is a fantastic third option.
And yet, the same people yelling protect black women are the first to lob grenades at Candace Parker for daring to share an opinion they don't approve of. The irony writes itself. But let's give the real MVP of this circus her flowers, Kennedy Carter. While Reese's fans were busy crying on social media and Parker was out here delivering a graduate seminar on basketball analysis, Carter logged on with a flamethrower and a bucket of popcorn. She wasn't just watching Chicago's season implode, she was DJing the soundtrack, posting like the petty fairy godmother of the sky's collapse. It's almost poetic. As the team flounders, Carter trolls from the shadows like a disgruntled ex who knows exactly where the skeletons are buried. She's not even on the court, yet somehow she's the most entertaining part of this entire saga. Her posts could hang in the Louvre under petty excellence. Because when your former team is folding like a lawn chair in a thunderstorm, sometimes all you can do is laugh and tweet. Meanwhile, Angel Reese keeps puffing her chest at pressers, talking like a superstar while her box scores whisper for help. Her fans insist she's being targeted. Targeted? No, she's just being evaluated.
Of WNBA players. I'm gonna try. Asia Wilson, reigning MVP, couple Defense Player of the Years, 2 championships. If there was something higher than S, I would definitely put her up there. But Nafisa Collier is where it gets tricky. Caitlin Clark is at an A level. I think in time she's going to raise up to that S, but in order to put her at that level, she's got to have a couple more years. Have an impact on the defensive end immediately. Then you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level. I think in terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year.
And judging by the game tape, even giving Reese a C feels generous. Borderline charity. Without the carefully scripted rotations, teammates spoon-feeding her stat-padding chances, and a media machine crowning her royalty, she'd be parked on the bench next to the water bottles wondering why the balls stopped coming her way. Her game isn't evolving, it's looping. Same predictable moves, same hope for a bailout whistle or a flashy highlight. When it doesn't land, the cracks show. She gets frustrated, barks at refs, and suddenly it's everyone else's fault. That's not leadership. That's a diva complex. And heaven forbid anyone point it out. The outrage machine fires up, because in today's climate, honest critique is instantly labeled hate if the subject comes packaged with lashes and bravado. But confidence without production? That's just noise. And people are starting to realize the volume isn't matching the value. Which brings us right back to Candace Parker. Championships. Olympic golds. A basketball IQ sharp enough to coach circles around half the league. When she speaks, maybe, just maybe, it's not jealousy or bitterness. It's the truth.
game is just as important as dropping a 40-point game. Because let's be clear, even I'm sure if you were realistically on the WNBA streets, and it's on Twitter or it's on Threads, whichever one you prefer, or maybe you are on both, and I'm sure if you are on both, by now you'd have probably seen a video going viral of Candace Parker sitting here saying she felt like Angel Reese is a C-level player. Basically sitting here saying she's a role player because she couldn't be the first or second option on no team. And she just said she's a great offensive player. And let's be clear, I do think, I feel that what she said about Angel Reese is the same thing I feel about when I hear people was comparing Angel Reese to.
At the end of the day, the A-list doesn't run on edits or excuses. It runs on execution. Until Reese can string together clean basketball, deliver in crunch time, and prove she can handle real defensive pressure, the hype won't match the resume. The big table's full, earn your seat first.